Welcome to Pentagon 2000's presentation of Tool and Equipment Calibration Management Module. First, I will show you how to identify a particular part number as a calibrated tool. From the main menu screen, left-click the Inventory button. The part number search window will appear. Select the appropriate part number. Left-click the Edit button in the Part Number window toolbar. Left-click the General tab. In the Asset Type Group box, ensure the Radio button to the left of the Tools label is selected. In the Tracing Group box, ensure the Radio button to the left of the Serialized Unique label is selected. Ensure the Time Control checkbox is marked as checked. Left-click the Time Control tab. Ensure the calibration interval is identified accurately. Left-click the OK button on the Part Number window toolbar to save the changes. Next, I will show you how to identify a particular part number as a piece of equipment or machine that requires periodic inspection or testing. Select the appropriate part number. Left-click the Edit button in the Part Number window toolbar. Left-click the General tab. In the Asset Type Group box, ensure the Radio button to the left of the Equipment/Machine label is selected. In the Tracing Group box, ensure the Radio button to the left of the Serialized Unique label is selected. Ensure the Time Control checkbox is marked as checked. Left-click the Time Control tab. Ensure the inspection interval is identified accurately. Left-click the OK button on the Part Number window toolbar to save the changes. Now we will take a look at the Tool and Equipment Calibration Management Module. From the main menu screen, left-click the Operations button. The Operations window will appear. Left-click the Tooling button. The Tooling search window will appear. Listed are all tools, pieces of equipment, and machines that were properly identified in the Parts Master. You can see both the tool and the piece of equipment that we set up earlier. Each particular item will be listed separately and is identified by its serial number. Select the appropriate item. The Tool Information window will appear. If the tool has never been set up previously, the window will be in edit mode. The header will display information about the item, its location, and the calibration or inspection interval. You may identify the date on which the next calibration or inspection is due in the next test field. You may identify the owner of the item in the Owner field. You may enter instructions for the calibration or inspection of the particular item selected on the Calibration Instruction tab. Left-click the OK button on the Tool Information window toolbar to save the record. Next, we will add a test requirement. Left-click the Edit button on the Tool Information window toolbar. Then, left-click the Test Requirements tab. To add a new test requirement, left-click the Add button on the Test Requirements tab. The test requirement window will appear and will be in edit mode. First, identify the test code. Enter the description of the test requirement. Enter the expected measurable result and identify the associated unit of measure. Identify the tolerances allowed for the test requirement. Left-click the OK button on the test requirement toolbar to save the record. Left-click the Close button on the test requirement toolbar to close the window. Left-click the OK button on the Tool Information toolbar to save the record. Now, I will show you how to record a test. Left-click the Tests button from the Tool Information window toolbar. The Tooling Test window will appear. Left-click the Add button. The Test Calibrate window will appear. Record the date on which the item was tested, the individual responsible for testing the equipment, and the temperature and humidity when the test was performed, if applicable. If the test was performed by a vendor, you may identify the vendor and the contact. Record the date on which the test was approved and the individual responsible for the approval. You may enter any notes related to the specific test that was performed on the Test Description tab. You may enter any notes related to the results of the specific test that was performed on the Detailed Findings tab. You may enter any notes related to servicing during the specific test that was performed on the Service Performed tab. Next, we will record the results of the specific test requirements that were identified previously. Select the test requirement, then left-click the Edit button on the Test Results tab. The test result window will appear. Left-click the Edit button. Record the results, mark the appropriate checkboxes, and record memos as necessary. When done recording the test result, left-click the OK button. Left-click the Close button to close the window. Record the date this test is closed. Left-click the OK button to save the record. You may add images or print a certificate from the Option button. Left-click the Close button to close the window. The Last Test and Next Test fields will be updated with the information from the most recent test recorded. Left-click the Test History tab to view all previous tests recorded for this item. Left-click the Close button to close the window.